In this video, I'm climbing a mountain and trying to reach a summit that has never been reached before, all while keeping you company whilst you fall asleep. This is my series where I play games and chat softly to you, so it's great whether you want something on to watch, to study with, or just for some comfort in the background. I've got you. If you're new here, I'm MadMorph, and if you're returning, welcome home. Before we get started, let me know in a comment, would you ever climb a mountain, and why? Because this is Cairn, and it's a brand new game out now where we'll be doing just that together, so maybe your comment will change during the course of this game. I got really into this one. I think this is a perfect long video to have on, and I hope that you enjoy it too. We have some really good chats in this one, and the game is really good. It's out now on PlayStation 5, PC, on Steam, Epic, and GOG, and it's from the same people who made Haven. And they are the sponsor for today's video, so thank you to them for supporting me and this series. You can find links to the game in the description, and now let's begin. Cairn. Alright, we're ready to begin. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes I absolutely do judge a game by its menu screen. And this one looks lovely. Let's jump in. Also, how many times have you been to a bookshop and bought a book? Whoa! Spooky, a dangerous and unforgiving challenge where any death is final. Recommended for players who have already completed the ascent. Wow, there's a hardcore mode? That's crazy and exciting. A lighter challenge for players seeking a more story-driven experience. A balanced. Let's do balanced. We always do the middle one, like how it was intended to be played first. Anyway, how many times have you been to a bookshop and just bought a book because of its cover? You know? But don't do it with people. But also trust your gut.
All I ever wanted was to touch eternity for an instant.
Don't we all, darling?
To reach one of those rare moments of bliss, where everything seems in its place and you feel you're part of a whole. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I think. It's a Radiohead song, right? What helps you get to your moments of bliss? Keep it clean. But let people know in a comment.
Hey, Climbot. Go ahead, answer.
Hey, Arthur, it's Chris. Do you ever pick up the phone?
Hi, Chris. Sorry. Look, I've not really got a whole lot of time to chat right now.
Absolutely. Just touching base to say we're good to go here. And I've got to tell you, we're all fired up. Rooting for you to become the first human to set foot on the summit of Cairn.
Yeah, sure.
First human.
Okay, gotta go. Just call me back.
Ooh, training room.
Climbot. I'm ready. Let's do this.
I find the splits really impressive. Like, when people stretch, whenever I see it, like sometimes I end up on TikToks where people have like crazy stretching and muscle ability that they do to like keep mobile, and I'm always like, yeah, that seems great, let me start doing that. I never do. The mountain's calling, but even veteran climbers need a warm-up. Reach the highest holds on walls 1 to 3 to learn the basics. Great. We're in. Got wraps on my legs, kind of looking like a mummy. Got my big backpack. We're ready to go, and I quite like the graphics style, I have to say. Alright, let's learn to climb. Start climbing. Press, there we go. Okay, move a limb. And then, so I'm in control of this arm with my stick. Oh, and so every time I do it, it switches to another limb. That's pretty cool. And then, okay. Jump down. That feels pretty good. Let's try another one. So we've got this first, and I am using a controller that's recommended for this game. I'm using a PlayStation controller myself, plugged into the PC. So do I have to put them on those things, is my thought. Let's test it. If I just put it there, she still does have a grip, but maybe it would... Oh, I've got stamina somewhere apparently. Okay. I have to shake it off. That's cool. But I feel like we're probably getting more of a grip on those. Cancel last action. Oh, okay, so if I put a foot there, then I'm like, oh, hang on, I actually want to... Okay, and then we can switch back to that limb. But it also... Oh my god, we can see ourselves shaking. Oh, perhaps that's what it means when you don't have everything on a thing. She starts to get a bit stressed out. How interesting. Gosh, that's flexibility, isn't it? So impressive. Oh, I like that. So we don't have anything on the screen, but you can tell, like, the character is giving you that feedback of not being okay, you know? I mean, climbing must be such hard work. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for, like, fitness people or people who do things that require certain levels of fitness, just because I think I would love to have that level of discipline, you know? Like, I work quite hard on what I do and be disciplined about it and stuff, but it's not physical stuff. And so I think you always sometimes become quite enamored by that when someone else is doing that thing where you're like, wow, how it, like, I couldn't imagine, you know, it kind of becomes a thing. Stretch with one foothold. Hold L upward and to make Ava stretch and reach for more distant holds. Repeat this move in any direction, but Ava won't stretch her arms and legs already too extended. Hold and make stretch. Okay, so it's telling me obviously that there's not... So we have to just keep pushing up. And then she does a little reach. Okay. And now we kind of like... Oh my goodness, that's an interesting position you found yourself in, dear. We need to get a hold on something here. And probably sort these legs out. Oh dear. Very frustrated. Okay, so I was kind of overextending on purpose there to see actually how thoughtful we have to be about it. I mean, this is the place to do it. You don't want to do it on the mountain. I'm thinking these little nooks and crannies are meant for us.
Not again.
Got my little robot. I wonder if we're on Earth or another planet. It sounded like, you know, first human to be on something, like it was something else, didn't it? I haven't looked at anything, so I like to experience games as free and blind as possible. Okay, so there you go, you've got a good grip on there. Actually, the controls and the way this is going so far makes me really excited to get out onto the actual mountain. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see if you could reach from there. You can, okay, so sometimes we want to do that. Don't know if that's quite counting as a nook. Like, where's this leg gonna go? You may have to just reach up to that one. Oh, she can't quite. She's sort of extended already. But you can see how we've got a good position here. She's breathing good. The stamina's not draining. Let's put that. Looks like it could go on there almost. The way the graphics are really helps accentuate those little... what would be the word? Like, not divots, the opposite, when it's like outward. But we can get in there. I guess a nook. Nice. Oh, it's one of those games that feels good as you get better at it. And when you do something a nice placement. It's pretty satisfying. I appreciate that. Hang on, that's... There we go, that's better. Let's get that. Let's leave that there and see if we can lean. No, because we don't have the... Put it on there for now. Bring this one up.
Yes.
That was cool. Place a piton. Don't know why I gave it an accent.
Come on over.
Off belay. Belay that order. Repel. Jump. Cool. Recall Climbot to retrieve your pitons. Scraps. Alright. And I guess this one will take us in. Can we get a little boost from the vending machine? No coins. Do people still like vending machines? I feel like growing up, I thought vending machines were cool. Like, didn't you love it when you got to get something from the vending machine? Or am I just a little pig? I thought it was so fun. Like, what, there's this machine here and you just beep, boop, beep, put the buttons in and then you get something. I suppose in today's world, there's too much of that, isn't there? There's too much button pushing and doing something yourself. But for me as a boy, that was quite exciting. These days it's all bloody automated, isn't it? Can't get a human for love nor money, dear. Do people call vending machines clankers? Let's put that in. Ooh. There. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. You got some good footing. It's hard to describe how satisfying the control is when at first glance you could think this could be a game. So many games like this with limb control are quite frustrating, aren't they? And while I'm sure there will be elements of challenge to this, it's beautifully responsive so far. I feel like the limbs are going where I want them to go. I feel like they're doing what I want them to do. And we'll see how that pans out as things become more challenging, but for now, it feels really good. Smash cut to me 30 minutes in going, I told you to put the foot there, you stupid. Okay, yeah, that's a good hold. That's a good hold. That's a good hold. That's a good hold. We need to get our legs. Recover stamina. Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh no. You need to get up there. Recover that stamina. You can do it. Oh. Keep being too slow with that. Planting pitons regularly will help secure your ascent, but beware, you have a limited supply. Retrieve them once on solid ground by recalling your climb bot. When you plant a piton, you can go off belay in a resting position. You'll recover stamina and be able to open your backpack. Okay. Sip of coffee before continuing the climb. Sip. Hydrate every time you piton. So then off. So then you get to have a little lean. Okay. Get to chill out for a second. Look at where you're going. And then get back to climbing. That was a bit of a panic there. I couldn't see where to have a good grip with the feet. Oh my gosh. About to do the splits on this thing. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. It's looking a little bit scrappy here. Maybe we go up this way. Looks like a little bit more of outcrops, right? Croppings, as we say in the climbing community. You guys would understand. all about finding somewhere for the feet. There we go. Got a little bit more of a...
Oh, yes.
We call them snaggles in the climbing fraternity. But only the elite top level of climbers know about the snaggles, okay? Don't tell anyone that I told you about the snaggles, because that's kind of like a magician's secrets. You have to be of a certain level climb to hear about them. There we go. So adjusting our position seems like it was absolutely the right thing to do. So it looks like you can recover, I think, almost anywhere, or if you're in a good position. That looks not like a great place for your foot. Okay. Up a bit. There we go. Good job. I think from here should be pretty safe. I guess if I fell, I would fall only to the point of where I put that piton in, right? Seems to almost be like a checkpoint. There you go. Almost there, dear. Oh. Right. Might have to come over here a little bit. Alright. I guess that's where we're heading up. Limb selection. The game automatically selects the best limb to move for you based on the weight supported by each of them and neighbour's posture. We recommend playing with automatic selection for smoother and more natural gameplay. You can always hold R1 to choose which limb to move next. That's it for the basics. I also always appreciate when a game, you can kind of get into it pretty quickly and understand what you're doing and get on with it without the need for like a 30-minute tutorial. Like, that was a very, very nice introduction. Some tutorials can be so exhausting. By the time you get to the game, you're like, I need a break. Save your progress. Outside of the climbing gym, serious injuries will be fatal. Find a bivouac site to save your progress and pitch your tent. You'll be able to resume from this point if you die. Okay. Is that this? Bivouac. Raspberries. Maybe you can pick stuff. A nice handful of raspberries. Who needs artificial sweets when nature provides this? We can eat raspberries. +5 to Tum Tum. Got some noodles. A muscle relaxer. Chocolate. Give you little buffs. Alright. Oh, I've changed camera. Zoom, elevation, rotation, display route. Oh, it shows your route the way that you've gone, so you'll actually be able to pull the camera out and see your climb on the mountain. Cool. Incoming call.
Oh, again? Who's it now? Chris? Naomi? Don't pick up. I'll take care of it later.
What's the long thing on my back? Is that a light? Okay. A poster about climbing practice. When in high altitude, don't lay off the chalk. When used before or during the climb, it provides multiplied grip strength for a couple of meters of ascent. The climb bod, even in its older versions, features a compost function that guarantees a stock of chalk right up to summit. Pollution. The mountain is not your garbage dump. Pick up your trash. Related to hares or rabbits. Pikas or Donnas are particularly well adapted to life at high altitudes. These herbivores, known for their sharp whistles, may be difficult to spot. Indeed, they sneak into piles of stones or burrow. Tenzin. It looks pretty earthy. Maybe I just never heard of the place. Butterfly. Waterfall. Oh, these look pickable. A thistle. I like the word thistle. Is this? What's this? A save point. Okay. So I guess I'm looking for somewhere to start the climb. It's a lot of... What's that red ribbon in that tree? Ah, you can fill your water here if you need to. I wanted to see if I could sit on the bench. Let's see what this is. Due to major landslides, hiking trail closed. Okay. Here looks like a good place to head up. I kind of love that you just pick wherever and doesn't... It's not like start here. Imagine if I was climbing in completely the wrong place. It's like, yeah, that's not even where the game begins. Morph, what are you doing? Now imagine, right, this becoming the standard for climbing, and this being the climbing feature and function, like in a much wider open world sort of... Imagine if Zelda had this climbing, rather than just scooting up something and hoping your stamina doesn't run out. That would be really interesting to see. Oh, just can't quite reach it yet, but I think we could...
Great.
Maybe... Can we get a leg up? So this might be where we test our limb selection, because I want that leg up. There we go. That's for the first time where I thought, actually, I want to move a different limb than what you're giving me. Okay. I don't think we need a piton. I'm going to keep going up, I think, to the right. This looks a little bit bare up here. Or... So let's continue. Ah, I just really appreciate how it's the body shake rather than a stamina bar. It's very, satisfying. Okay, so then it's just a question of how do we scooch over here. You're right there, little bot. That was nice. That was a good move. Okay, now we're in a really good position. But I think... Oh, that's cool to see. I was like, wait, so if I go around there, will they have more? I wonder if I could climb those vines. Or if they're actually an obstacle. Perhaps a barrier. Okay, so we want to go up to the left. And then if you do display route, it shows that. That's cool. Do you know what this is? It's one of those games where you think, oh, that's interesting, but it's not a game that you ever thought you needed or would be into, and then when you actually do it, you're like, yeah, I'm actually really into this. Is this how I get into rock climbing? I couldn't, I never could, I'd be too scared, I think. I think I would be scared even doing it in like a practice environment. I think you have to have a little bit of thrill-seeking, don't you, to climb? A little bit of madness. What was it telling me there? 4. Is it wanting me to pit on? I guess I could. Oh, he's nailed it this time. Okay. May as well have a little chill. I mean, just even imagine being a real rock climber and doing that. The amount of faith you have to have in your ability to have placed that correctly and that it's going to hold you as you lean back. Don't they sometimes sleep like this, or have I made that up? Okay. Hands are up. Might have to do a little bit of a cheeky push here. Feet are in. Okay, so we want to go left, actually. Remember to check your surroundings. It's the climb. Oh, here we go. I definitely could do with trying to make a habit out of stretching, though. For sure. It's so good for you. Alright, let's take a little look. Okay, so we want to scooch left a little more and go up this. That looks like a pretty decent spot, I think. Over we go. Moving like a crab. What's a hobby that impresses you? That you think, oh, that's like, I'm in awe of that a little bit, like it's impressive. But you would never really, like, for whatever reason, consider giving it a go yourself. A bit like how I'm looking at and thinking about rock climbing. And it doesn't even have to be something physical. It could be, you know, I don't want to get into collecting Pokemon cards because that looks really expensive and time consuming. But I appreciate people who do. I've been having a lot of Pokemon videos on my feed recently and I'm like, this is really cute and I love seeing people enjoy things. And I'm like, it half tempts you to get into it. And then you realize how much effort it is to find stuff that's not scalped and you're like, I can't be bothered. Alright, we're almost there. Or what would be another good example? Like filmmaking. There's a non-physical one where you think, oh yeah, I'd love to get into that, or photography, but, you know, perhaps you don't have the time or the funds or the people around you to get into actually making and creating something. It's where you're just on a different path, much like a rock climb, for something that would be so time consuming. And that's okay. Recall. I think that's why I really connected with that Everything Everywhere All at Once, like, because a part of that film with its themes was that thing of all of the different paths that you could have chosen in your life. And also an element of acceptance of the one that you did walk and the path that you did go on. It just makes me kind of emotional to talk about it, just because that film was... Why is my phone beeping? Was really beautiful, I think. And it's hidden under like so much silliness in places where you're like, what is this film you're watching? But if you watch it a couple of times, it really starts to get in there and make sense in those scenes with her. As this woman that's, you know, wife, mother, business owner, and all those other lives. See, what's that portrait? Click. Ah. So it's the focus. We can change the focus. I mean, God, it would be worth it for the view, wouldn't it? Look at that. How would you ever come back down? That's cool. I like that. Nice to have a short break. Okay. Oh, nearly walked off the edge. Let's go see what this tree's about. And I guess we'll look for the next spot to climb up on. Is this like someone's rope that's been left behind for some reason? Okay, so you could probably worm your way up in that little nook there. But equally it looked like there was somewhere to climb. Oh, there is. Is there a sprint? Ah, sorry, I've just been walking everywhere. Really? You can climb all that way, but that little sprint was too much. Running for the bus, be like. Okay. There looks like a little bit of a shorter climb, but maybe more of a stretch right in there where the robot is right now. I think that's where we're going to go. It's almost like you're telling me, isn't it, little guy? Yeah, I think I really like stories recently, especially about that, even if they're a little bit fantastical or out of the ordinary, they have that element of like being very, very human and kind of like the everyday struggles that people have and making something feel... It's getting up this first bit that's going to be an issue. Like, for example, I talked about it in another video, but it just got nominated, Rose Byrne just got nominated for the Oscar for it, for acting, with If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I talked about it a few videos ago, which is kind of an unknown film that, like, nobody's really seeing. It's like a little A24 drama, I think. One of those kind of vibes. And it's really strange and, like, almost, it's quite bleak. And it's essentially about motherhood. It's about being a mother. But she's brilliant in it. So I was really, really happy to see her get nominated. And then another one I watched, Train Dreams on Netflix, which is about a guy that like builds railroads, works on the railroads in like old-timey America. And it's kind of just about his life and his experience and things he goes through over a period of time. And it's just, things happen. I don't want to like spoil anything, but it's otherwise quite simple and kind of a meditation on it. That one's quite sad though, so only watch that if you're in a good spot. Sad in a way that it just feels quite heavy, you know. It's not. It's one of those kinds of films. Found myself quite affected throughout. And I feel like stuff like that's coming to my mind because I feel like this game might be similar here. We're sort of overcoming stuff on the surface of something that feels simple at a glance, but has a beauty hidden in. I also love that there's no indication of, hey, this one's the easy one, this one's the hard one, like go where you... It's just like, well, just have a look. What does your mind tell you? My mind's telling me the one right in front of me might be a good shout. But I saw that we were hungry, so let's go in our pack. So we're hungry and a little bit thirsty. Let's have a sip of water. Drink. There we go. So you can see up in the top left, we've got our drink thing. May as well fill it up. Oh, chalk. Maybe I should do that. And let's have chocolate. Ultimate ingredient for mountain survival. Good for energy, good for morale. Guys, rock climbers say it's okay to eat the chocolate, Old dried noodles just need boiling. Never goes bad. That's all you brought to eat? Wait, what's this? The highest heist. A very bad whodunit. Perfect for rainy nights. Keep all the papers I want to hold in them so I can find it easily. There's a book? Wait, what? The highest heist. A very bad whodunit. There's only a poster about climbing practice. Oh, so she uses that to keep her papers in. I thought I was going to get to sit and read for a minute. I love it when a game puts a book in. Oh, you can eat the thistles, but it takes your health down. I guess eat the chocolate? Alright. Seems weird to not bring a meal with you, you know? Should have a little snacky snack. The Oscars is a funny thing because obviously the truth of it is it's just an award voted for by people with an opinion. It always feels like such a big deal. And it's almost like just being, I think it was it Elle Fanning was the one that was nominated of the sisters, and she said it's just nice to be nominated, like who cares who wins kind of thing. Well, that's a good way to think about it. Take the acknowledgement, take the exposure, more people seeing what you've done. Don't worry about the result because who can control it? I guess the reality of the Oscars is Oscar award season campaigns with lots of money and wining and dining. But, you know, that aside, who can control it? I guess we all just want to be recognized, don't we? Look at this light. Do we have a night-day cycle? That's beautiful. It's like golden hour right now. Take some selfies.
Right on.
Right on. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Let's take a look. Halfway up to your first rest point. Let's get a leg up if we can. I have to just do a little bit of exertion here. There you go. Good job. And let's... I think what's going to be the best way for me to get... Is it going to be to come this way now? Can't get a... But with a little bit of belief goes a long way. You absolutely are doing it. Well done. Alright, so now we got to think about how our feet are going to be really important here. Oh, it's giving Mission Impossible, this hang. You got it. You got it. Well done. A little bit of a rest here. Okay. Let's see. I think coming up this way might be the one. Oh look, a little reminder of your last save 18 minutes ago. Does that mean if I have a big spill I have to go back 20 minutes? Oh, that's very much appreciated because I am someone who forgets to save. Man, You young'uns don't know. Anyone that's beyond under a certain age. The old days of like nothing had autosave. Oh my gosh, I was so bad for that. The amount of times I would be playing something and you would just forget to save, and then you'd die and it'd be like, oh my god, I've just lost 2 hours. Oh, it was crushing. And of course, if you go back far enough, we had no saves at all. Games were literally, the second you turned them off, it was reset, and that was it. There was no going back to where you were unless the game had they used codes sometimes to skip to a level. But a lot of the time, it was like an arcade of having to do it in one sitting. And I can remember being a child sometimes, and my mum would be like, you know, we're going to the shop. You gotta come with me. Sorry, I just cleared my throat. And I would be like, oh no, I'm further than I've ever been in the game. Or you'd have an appointment or something. And I would literally leave my like Mega Drive on so that I could continue from where I was when I got back. And the whole time I would be so scared that it was going to overheat and like turn itself off before I got back and could continue. Which is very much the gamer version of, you know, in my day we walked to school and it was uphill both ways, but it is what it is. Oh, sweetheart, that's really... I don't know about that, to be honest with you. Have a little rest. Oh, interesting. So because we're in a bit of an awkward position at the moment, you don't get the full stamina, like redo. She's just like, a little quick break, and then back to it. But this is looking like a tough spot. You're really in the nooks here. You know what we need? A snaggle. Right. In there. Up. You got this. Hey, climb bot. Not now, dude. He's like, have you forgotten to put in a piton? Now would be a good time to put in a piton. Like if this game was made by like a AAA company. That's what the bot would be doing the whole time. It looks like you've selected a pretty hard place to climb. Now would be a great time to put in a piton. Every 2 seconds. Like how they spoil puzzles for you. You've barely got to the point of attempting the puzzle, and the side character you're with is like, hey, it's the mirrors. That's what we need. Okay, you're okay, you're okay. There you go. I was waiting for you to just take a beat. And here looks like a pretty good spot. I like that we're being encouraged to kind of explore the mountain and look for the next climbing spot. That's pretty great. Like, I thought this game looked interesting, obviously from having a quick glance at it. But playing it, it is surprising me. Even though I thought, like, yeah, this looks cool. I want to try it. I'm quite taken with it. Wow. We got the night sky. I love a good night sky in a game. Love a starry sky. Oh, can we fill our water here? We can drink. Flask. Clear water. Great. And then let's completely fill. And then fill again. It's also always really nice to play something that's quite unique. Wow, I nearly walked... Oh wow, thank goodness that it doesn't let you automatically do that. Oh. That's also why I couldn't be a rock climber. I get too distracted. I'd be like, guys, look at the view. That would be the end of me.
Are you ready for Cammy?
Coffee's cold now. I got so into the climbing. Ugh. Ready for Cammy? Start. That was training? Sorry? I thought I was playing the game. I mean, I was, but like, that was training? I thought I was doing so well. Okay. Complete training on Tencent. That wasn't even the mountain we were climbing. Right. Right. Cool. Nice art. Can she make it? Another solo attempt at Cammy, bringing us to 159 deaths on the mountain. Ooh, nice. Do you find yourself appreciating like human-made art even more now that like we've very quickly entered an era of slop everywhere? And regardless of your opinions on AI, you can't deny that when you see like human-made stuff, there is a different quality to it.
Play the message.
Hey, it's Naomi. Just making sure you got this before.
Oh, that's coming out of my controller.
I wanted to say, be careful. You know I always worry. Watch for the snakes, the drops, the loose holds, the cold,
Snakes.
your food supply, and so on and so forth. Also to say that I'm always with you, you know? She says from her couch. Anyways, that's all I had, sweetie. Hang in there.
Good thing you don't know about the bears.
Hmm?
You wouldn't have let me leave.
Me. We're sleeping in a tent on the side of the mountain? They do. Oh my god, that's another level. That's even scarier than hanging off a piton. Wow. Yo, climbers are crazy.
Hey, you up? Time to go. Could you also pack up the tent, please?
Oof. I literally just like leant back and stretched and rotated my shoulders like I was going to be the one doing the climbing.
All right, let's start from here.
Yeah, I agree. I concur. Alright. So wait, now we're going, okay, up to the top here. This looks like one without too much of a break. I guess that is implying that I've already saved in there, I'm thinking. I don't have to head to that to save it now. You got this, he said from the couch. Alright, get that foot placed. Now, I think we're going to scooch left. So it seems like there's some good footing there. That's what I was looking for. Footing. Plus snaggles. I mean, I know these things. I wasn't looking for it. I'm an expert. Climb all the time. Also, like, there's a reason why climbers' bodies, like, they're always jacked as, like, head to toe. And you can see from this how it's using every part of your body. A bit like swimmers' bodies. You know, there's, like, a certain quality to it because it uses so much. I always thought it was really fascinating, different body types being suited for different sport and how we as humans like shape. When I watched this amazing documentary called The Last Dance, which is about the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan in the 90s. And there was this time, it's amazing by the way, you should definitely watch it if you're ever feeling like you want to either just have an interesting documentary or feel kind of motivated. It's really, really great what those guys were doing. And at a certain point Michael Jordan left for a bit, to cut a long story short, to play baseball. And when he came back to basketball, they were like, oh, we need to like retrain you and change your body again and how you play, because your body has changed, where your muscly has changed. Because when he went to baseball, he was then doing, you know, weights and things like that. And it completely kind of changed how he played the sport. He had to like consider that he was then like, I guess, bigger arms or heavier in the shoulder and stuff like that. Because baseball was using a different set of skills and muscles. Which I thought was pretty fascinating. Because you just kind of think, as a layman, you're like, well, if you're athletic, right? Like, you could do whatever. You're strong, you're fast, and it's like, no, that's all different stuff. Okay. Bit like how sometimes really muscly people are actually like really unfit. Like the cardio is terrible. Like just because a guy lifts and bulks himself out. Okay. I think we now need to scooch right, is what I'm seeing. I do think the green, excuse me, is like a natural, like, hey, this is a wall, like a natural barrier. Wow, look at the sky, all the pinks, and then up there, that being red, like doom. Are you more of a Samwise or a Frodo? Me as a golem. Okay. So what did we say? We're going... I think we need to kind of go in this middle spot, kind of where we are. And then up and across, because just the left's looking a little bit sparse. Okay. I think they've got the sound design right as well on the climbing, because this is quite relaxing without being too distracting. And the breathing is there as an indicator without being too much. That's definitely something you had to get right with the balance. So that when it is going wrong like that, it's a strong indicator of you needing to make a change. And equally, just because you don't want to hear heavy breathing the whole time if you're playing like super loud in your ear, you know. But it's there. That makes you feel present in the climb. Music's nice. Okay, let's assess. I think we're doing well. I think, should we pit on just because we've done pretty well up to this point? What was pit on? There we go. Got 6. Oh, I don't have to do it the first time. I can take my time. Oh, good. There we go. We're learning. Just because we're almost there, it would be a shame to fall now. Don't think we needed the rest, is why I didn't do the lean back, but I guess we don't know. Oh, there's lights in the distance, beautiful. Okay. Feet. Good job, well done. Did so good. Cairn. Cairn. Let's actually look it up and make sure we're pronouncing it correctly. But also enjoy this title screen. That's cool, dude. And the music. Nice. Wow. We're going to be climbing up that. What an amazing opening and a way of doing the credits. Spectacular. Tried to run. I like that when I'm running I'm falling and it's zooming in and interrupting the amazing cinematic opening. I wonder if there was inspiration taken there from Death Stranding. Big sweeping camera pulls back, walking opening music. Because that was quite, I think, unique to that game. I remember first playing it. I mean, obviously just the amount of walking, but they're then like, hey, let's just sweep back every so often and play a full song whilst you're walking in this landscape. Worrying disappearance of a hiker. Her car was found in the foothills of Cami with no further news of Anita. Bona fide sportswoman, according to her relatives. Absence was reported by her employer. Failed to appear to work. Slim build, 1 meter 80, a medium length, light brown hair. I wonder if she went up the hill. Five ways to be a better climber. Don't need that. Warning sign. Cami is a type 4 mountain, classified as extremely dangerous. Falls, injuries, avalanches, strong winds. Pickup Pika says the mountain is not a dumpster. Wildlife goats. Ooh, bats. Fun.
Perfect spot. Where do I start?
Where do you start, sweetheart? Let's see. Probably up there, I think. Hit the save. I'm seeing some good nooks and crannies here. Could go over there and do something else, but I mean, let's just go straight with what we feel. Trust the old gut. Okay. Bum 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 bum. The climb begins, the real climb, the first after title screen climb, an hour in, where things may well take a turn. We shall see. The training is over. The ascent begunneth. Can she do it? Time will tell. There we go. Hands are in a good position. Stretch over there. First, little mini climb done. What's this? A vending machine. Compot. Broken bottle, berry milk. Sickening slop. Do we want these? I guess I can take them. You never know. It might be useful. So then we're looking for our next spot. I think we come up here. Ooh. Bit of a jump over. Is this a little
Sorry,
rest
ladies.
spot?
Not the pretty flower you're looking for.
It's not a rest spot. Oh yeah, I was going to look up the word Cairn because obviously that word features a bunch in the Chronicles of Narnia. There's a Cairn in there, and so I did an audiobook for that a long time ago, years ago, one of the first ones I did now. And I can remember being someone commenting a lot that I was saying it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was saying it right for the British way. But let me see. Yeah, you can hear that, right? Let me turn it up.
Cairn.
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 Well, this gives me a little giggle. And you said it to say it slowly. So what do you say, running jump? Nice. One new message.
Hey Albert, this is Chris. So, do you ever respond to voicemail? We have no way to know your location. And the sponsors are breathing down my neck. I've been waiting for pictures forever. Can you at least confirm you've taken a few? It's hard enough for them to advertise your performance without any images. But if on top of that you're not giving any news, you know they'll start foaming at the mouth. Anyway, get back to me when you have a chance. I hope everything's okay, and my messages aren't making you angry. No need to deny it, I'm starting to know you. I'm just trying to do a decent job, is all.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad when you find out what I did to that camera.
Brother, I'm climbing a mountain of doom. I don't need you chastising me about taking photos and sponsors right now. You know? What's he doing? Getting in my head. Might mess up my next climb. Ooh. Sponsors, what a sellout, am I right, guys? Look at that view. Bum 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 bum. Up the next place we go. Almost feel like that looks really nook and cranny-ish, but oh look, wait, what's this? A little water thing to fill up your water, which we need because we're really thirsty, so I'm going to drink my water. And then can I fill this up? And you can drink straight from it. Oh my god, that probably tastes like heaven. I'll never understand any negativity towards people taking sponsors. Obviously certain sponsors, yeah, like I myself will never do gambling and things like that because I don't think that's right to promote to your audience, especially an audience like mine. There are certain lines that you can draw for yourself, but generally sponsors have kind of always been a thing that are necessary in creation and the arts and whatever to actually do what you're doing. And also, I'll tell you, everything that I do, especially here on YouTube, 100% lines up with something I would play anyway. So it's an odd thing to people are like, oh, that means they probably hated it and they're saying it's good and it's like not. It's like, dude, it's literally in every contract that you can still say whatever you want about the game. You're just making it up. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. But it's easy for me because I love most games anyway. Like, I'll love a bad game. Man, I played that Gollum game and I thought it was, like, okay, you know? It's just, like, I'm of the mindset of, like, not everything is for you. And if it's not, that's okay. And also, I'm not a reviewer. I'm not, you know, which is why I don't ever get into bashing games, because who cares what I think? I'm not a professional reviewer. Like, I'll say what I think about a game while I'm playing it, but I'm just a guy playing a game. I probably didn't get into some games that you loved, and I probably loved games that you didn't enjoy. It's very normal part of life. Same with movies, fashion, everything you can think of. I passed this wall at the age of 11. Nice one. Signed, Adam. Oh. Thanks, dude. Snarky little one. Just to tell you that it gets harder from there, I think. Next, let's get that save point over there. You'd also be very surprised how much people say no to with regards to sponsors and stuff. I also don't do AI stuff. I get like probably 3 to 5 emails every other day for like some AI, next AI bloody app and tool to like promote it, and they just instantly in my trash, honestly. An old climb bot.
Oh, look at you. Your circuits are frozen. Where did you come from? All the way up there? And you're getting back down? By yourself?
I think we're gonna like find stuff and mysteries and people on the way.
Alright, let's go. There's nothing we can do for him.
Ah, cute.
We'll see if we can pick him up on the way back. Poor bag of bolts.
Achievement. Those who come back down meet a broken climb bot. I guess because it means someone didn't make it. Is the sadness. Bum bum bum. And for me, that's not a case of necessarily being like, oh, boo AI, like, I will never talk about AI ever, it's terrible. You know, I do think it's pretty negative at the moment in the ways that it's being used and everything. I just kind of like don't trust that stuff to promote to you. Same with gambling. If you might do something on the, you might put something on a game or whatever. I have no judgment of bear-proof box. I think not. There's a lot of food in here, but it's gone backwards because I opened it the other way. Curry strip. Oh, is that like tape that they put on? I was thinking people look so cool when they have that on, because I'm like, oh my god, they're so physical. Energy gummies. Ah, cool. They leave food out here for people. Nice. I feel like someone should start doing that for me at my local pond. But not bear-proof, so I can eat it. Like, I have no judgment of, gambling, for example, but I would not be comfortable to, like, promote it to someone. I would never want to be responsible for someone getting into that and having trouble, That's what I mean about you making your own choices with it. Oh. There we go. This looked like it would be a quick, easy climb, but I'm questioning my decision as we scramble for a hold with our feet. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway, that's just a little behind the scenes inside baseball ramble, I guess, of the business and the ethics of content creation. Wow, this was an impressive split there. The views. It's like a painting, the way those clouds are done.
Bigger up here for sure.
Butterfly. What's this? Looks like a sort of... like a gondola or something that you would use to get up the mountain. How are we doing for food? Oh, we're quite hungry. Let's have an energy coming. You better hope it's just an energy coming whilst you're climbing a mountain. Look, berry milk, rare, milk and fruits, little childhood throwback. Oh look, broken camera, took a bad beating after a fall, think I can get rid of it. Ah, compost. Cool. That's a nice little animation in the climb bot. And then what, that's 12 minutes? There's like a timer for when that's gonna turn into something? I guess I could eat the slop. It's gonna hurt me though. Do I have food that isn't gonna hurt me, that isn't chocolate? The noodles hurt too. Everything kinda hurts. Freeze-dried veggies. There you go. We don't need to be full, we just need to be comfortable. Let's walk along here. Ah, that looks like it's made for climbing. There we go. Get your feet up on there. Beautiful. I can't imagine, I'm sort of already anticipating that sense of achievement for when you climb, you know, you're up there and you look back at your route and think, oh, we did all of that so far even. Dun 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 dun. And we've barely begun. Like imagine when you're up there and you're looking down and thinking of the journey you've been on. There's a lot to be said for little ways of seeing your progress, even in life, I mean. That's why it's quite important to like keep little journals and things, and not in a way of like, dear diary, today I started my new job. But just like even a note that's like, you know, January 2026. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm hoping to get. This is where I will get. And, you know, wouldn't that be nice? With anything. And as you keep working on stuff, occasionally you go back and you see those notes. And it's like, you know, January 2023. I don't know, just like for an example of, for something from me, it could be like, this many subs on YouTube, like that's cool, would love to get to this many or something. Just little milestone notes of how you're doing. And it's really interesting that you look back, you can think, oh, I did that then, and now I'm where I'm at now. That's really cool for your mindset and feeling like you've achieved. But also, it's sometimes important to remember the mindset you had when you were wishing for where you're at now is a really, really powerful thing. Because we forget when we're in it. We think, oh, I'm just now this thing, I'm where I am, and it becomes less special. But the you of 5 years ago, or the you as a kid even, for whatever it is in life, would have been so stoked, so ecstatic to be doing that thing that you're doing now, or where you are with it, and on that road of progress. And it's kind of like, it's just important to remind yourself of that, I think. Of how much where you're at could have meant to you a while ago. If that makes sense. It's kind of hard to describe, I guess, without going into full deets. This looks like a difficult climb. Is there somewhere else I can get to from here at all? Is that... Oh.
I'm sorry, friend.
Didn't make
Sometimes
it.
you come for the mountain. Sometimes the mountain comes for you. Looks like it was her turn.
And sometimes the thistle and the dandelions are come for the mountain. Dear Gabriel, I'm devastated your fever never subsided. Your leg wound healed belatedly despite my poultices. Should we have gone back down as you requested 3 days ago? I thought finding the Pearly Elderweiss would solve all our problems. I know you've never enjoyed my interest in all that troglodyte folklore, but can you imagine a flower with miraculous properties that can cure even the dying? Forgive me for clinging to this idea. It was the only hope I had left. Cammy's summit is for the two of us and no one else. The promise now has a particularly sinister ring. But allow me to search a little longer if you please. Stay here. Save your very last breath of life for the Edelweiss. I'll be back soon. Roberto. A map was included with the letter. The shelter looks just right for a few days. Stay, plus you'll have a great view. So this is telling us where the shelter is? Okay. So if I switch to this, can I see that at all? Let's go over here. Oh wait, sprinting takes my health down. Oh, I need to stop. I don't see that. How do I look back at it? Open my backpack. In there, you can see our maps. I don't think I can see the waterfall on this. It must be somewhere else. I guess just look out for this pattern. I will forget. I'm not very good at these kinds of things. Anyone that saw me doing goes to Yote trying to place those maps. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's anywhere else unless I go down and climb from somewhere else. So we're just going to maybe give this a go. Like we could go down and across there and then up that side. I'm just worried about that middle bit, but I reckon we can do it. We'll give it a go and see. Got to push ourselves. Roberto. We're getting quite deep and meditative in this game, aren't we? I think it's bringing it out of us in the rambles as we head up here. Which I think is probably something I would assume, having never spoken to one in my life, that rock climbers would all agree with. That it transcends the climb. They'd probably be like, no mate, it just clears my head. I can't think of anything else or I'll fall and I'll die. Oh, okay. Do you feel like it symbolizes the human condition and the struggle of everyday life? Nah, mate. Nah, mate. I just like to climb. And it helps clear my head. I go up there, get a nice view, and I just think of nothing else whilst I'm climbing. I definitely wouldn't be rambling like you're rambling, or I wouldn't be here. I would have fallen down a long time ago. Right, right. I tell you, if someone was yapping away like that when I was there climbing with me, I'd cut their rope. Oh. Okay, gotta be quick. That foot. There we go. Good job, good job, good job. Alright, look at that. Thought it was going to be difficult. Got up, I think, one of the hardest looking open bits there, so... You never know, do you, until you're on the journey. Sometimes that first step, just do the first thing, is so important. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Your legs need a footing, dear. Your legs need a footing. Panic. Get it in the crack. Okay. You're alright, you're alright, you're alright. Is the sun comes up. Pride comes before the fall, guys. There you go. Legs be shaking, legs be shaking. Which is, I feel like they're on a pretty good spot, but you just need a breather. Get a little bit further and then we'll piton. Piton. Okay, so up there is going to be a no-go. I think we have to scooch right to get going. Dude, imagine being up a cold mountain, like climbing through the night, and then the sun comes up and hits you. You ever have the sun hit you when you're cold, and how good it feels in your bones? You ever have a slither of a sunbeam peek its head out of the clouds when you haven't seen it for months on end because you live in the UK, Britain? I was actually sitting with my cats the other noonish time, and the sun came out, and there was just like, it literally peeked through, came in through the window, and I felt so much joy. I was like, oh, the sun. And then you just slowly saw it fade away as it went behind the stormy clouds for another week. God, I've been here my whole life, and you never get used to like starting to realize how long you wait during winter to actually have sun again. And you sort of forget it, you know, or it becomes your normal. But then when you hit spring, you're like, oh my god, I actually, like, the sun is out and I forgot that I need this, and it makes me feel nice. That's piton. I rushed it. Have a little chill, just because we need to have a drink too. Let's try the chalk, just so I don't forget. Can I use that? Can you not chalk whilst you're here? I only use it while climbing, increases grip. Oh, maybe it's just full, so she's just using it automatically and I don't have to like actually click on it. Could be the thing. Okay, let's go up and over here. I feel like that's something people in the UK, like, we don't talk about enough or acknowledge. Whereas in, you know, the countries where it's even more extreme, your sort of top-end Scandinavias and such, I think they literally get prescribed vitamin D from the government. They're like, you really need to take this because we're not going to see the sun for like 4 months. And I feel like it's something we and anyone else in anywhere that's not seeing it for a while should be taking a bit more seriously. I keep buying vitamin D and then just forgetting to take it. And you have to take it consistently for like 6 weeks to get any benefit, so it's no good for man nor beast really when it's in my hands. Because I'm so forgetful. Right, we need to get a hold of ourselves here. How are we gonna get up? At least we pitoned right there, so if we fall it won't be too devastating. But we're gonna have to probably try and be a little bit cheeky here. Okay. I think also when you've got all 4 limbs attached, that's pretty good. She gets a little breather there. Wow, that waterfall though, wouldn't that be beautiful? Grab onto that side. This is our first little bit of a thinking test, isn't it? If we can get to that spot, I think we're golden. K-pop demon hunters. Do people still say we Gucci? Remember when everyone was saying that for a while? It always irritated me even at the time. And I can't imagine how it would be now if I had just dropped that out of nowhere. People still say that. We Gucci. Alright. At what point do we do a big stretch and a scramble, I think. There you go. Just go for it sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. The first step is the hardest. Cat Stevens. Pretty sure that's the lyric. Alright, we hungry? Well, let's enjoy the view and a snack. Rummage in your bag, you need to find some water. Gonna eat these noodles. Suddenly realized how it sounded as it was coming out of my mouth. Noodles. Chocolate. Oh, wait, I should be composting this stuff. What's this shake-up bag? I love that. Arrange things a bit more. I should probably compost the crap here that I picked up. And the piton scraps. Oh wait, it says ready. What is... Ah, then we go over here. Collect chalk. Oh, well I don't need more chalk right now, do I? Plastic bag. I never understood people who see poetry in a windswept plastic bag. American Beauty. Okay. Oh, look at that, a herbal tea. Stimulating peppermint tea, favoured by mountain climbers, increases focus. I've been having peppermint tea recently. I knew I was a climber. So that's good for the tummy as well as water. And you get a 2-minute boost. Hydrating. Oh, let's have a tea for the view. Yeah, man. And let's use our focus. Oh, it's got temperature control. I guess some places are going to get cold. I probably should have saved the tea for then. Oh well. Last save. Oh yeah, we need a save point. Man, like now that we've done this for a bit, thinking about the fact that there is a hardcore mode is crazy, but I could see how like streamers would maybe get into that and doing it. And how watching someone do a full like I'm doing a full play. Oh my god, this little mouse thing. A Pika. That was cute. That would be quite a compelling watch, right? I guess is that also why people watch like look, little Pika Pika. It's also why people watch like hardcore Minecraft stuff, so if you don't make it, then it like that's it. It just like ends the game, right?
All these peaks. Like familiar faces.
All these peaks. Orindicus Cabin, the last refuge before you reach the slender peaks of Kami. Oh, we're not even on the mountain that we're climbing. The peaks. The famous Tenzin climbing gym located on the mountainside. Oh no, wait, maybe that's where I've already done. The rocky peak of Laka. Kami's cable car. The shortcut only recommended to aspiring athletes looking for a thrill. The shortcut. What? Oh, save point. Nice. And then what's this say? Equipped path area to the Kami cable car. Follow the red ropes to reach the point of interest. The larger faults will give you easier access to the upper levels. Equipped path area of Kami cable car. Follow red ropes to reach point of interest. Oh, okay. So red ropes mean follow? Something there. Follow the red ropes. Like the yellow brick road. Oh, that's leaves. I thought that was like little jutting out bits that I could climb up. Let's go this way. I guess whilst I still have the stamina boost, I could be a little bit bold, perhaps. Dare I? Dare I be so bold as to climb like thus? Verily and thoroughly upon thee. Darling, the peppermint tea is within me. May I be so bold? I've also just been loving tea again. Go through little phases of just loving a tea with a little bit of honey in it. I don't know what you call that, black tea or British tea or just breakfast tea or something. Oh, it's raining. Lovely. Love a bit of rain. I feel so invincible right now because of that tea. Like, that was so much of that would have absolutely destroyed our stamina before, I think. But because of that extra focus. No. Oh god. No, I wanted to put the foot back down. There we go. Let's just have a little panic adjust. I know we've not gone too high here, but I'm gonna pit on just because I'm not super confident about going around here. I'm not fully experienced with corners yet. I can't get my leg round. Okay. I did the right thing. Okay. If you could get the heck out of my way, little bot, so I can see where I'm going. Alright, move that around. Oh, I can't get around the corner. Have I done the wrong thing here? Have I come up the wrong side? It's just having anywhere for our feet that's an issue. Maybe switch limbs, just so we can go between the hands right now. There you go, you're getting it, you're getting it, you're getting it, you're getting it. Well done.
Good.
I like the affirmation. Every so often she's popping up like, good. I'm like, yes, thanks. Thank you, mother. Okay. Alright. Follow the red. Ah, up to here. Gotcha, gotcha. Roger that, sweetheart. Sometimes I wish I was extroverted enough to have the confidence to like do bits and voices out in public, to just be like, you know, I'm gonna order my coffee in that voice for a hoot. But then I think, would that just be really irritating if I was that person? And then I'm kind of glad that I'm not, but it would be funny. How the heck? I have done the wrong I think we've come up the wrong way. I think we've misjudged it. Hello, dear barista. One of your finest lattes, please. Oh dear. I'd be like, dude, I'm working a 12-hour shift. I really don't need the voices right now. I thought it might bring a bit of light and nonsense to your day and cause you some relaxation. Dude, just what do you want? Right. Okay, I think we've misjudged. I'm not entirely seeing. Maybe if we got further and then around, but even that, like, how are you getting across there? How are you getting across that top bit? I think I was supposed to go up that corner, but surely... Can we find a way? Let's try. As night falls. Where's the feet gonna go, dude? I don't know. Like... I think I've got to come up to this just to have somewhere for my feet. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Alright, maybe we can scooch across here. Maybe it'll be okay. Just a little worried about the old toesies. Where many toesies gonna go? Can't quite get it up there yet, but it can go there for now. Oh my god, it's working. This is so crazy to like, look at that. To have looked at it and been like, I don't know how we can get across. And now we're doing it and we're like half hanging upside down Mission Impossible style. That is cool. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. No. Gonna have to... You're so close. Okay, so the hands are in. I'm worried about the feet. Yo, chill. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Take a breather. Okay. What was that? Something flashing. Oh, nice, dude. Turn my light on. Keep that foot there. Alright, there you go. Good little bit of wiggle. Foot up. Can you reach? Not quite. Get that. Get that. Yes. There you go. Okay, put the other hand on there too. That's a good grip. There we go. Almost there. Gonna sort of crab walk now. Using that little nook. You're there. You're there. You're there. Nice! Ah, that was really cool.
Go get the pittons.
I loved the challenge of that. I love that we looked at it and thought, did we go the wrong way? This looks really difficult, and then we still found a way to do it. Discovering ways that we can climb. Because we had to. We pay tribute to Kami's fallen, remain silent. Shh, guys. Guys, please. A moment of silence.
Sometimes you come for the mountain, and sometimes the mountain comes for you.
Don't make jokes. Just calm yourself, right? This is the thing with like climbing that I also don't understand, is the idea of climbing somewhere where like, oh, like 50% of people don't make it. Or whatever the percentage is for Everest. What actually is the percentage whilst we look at the view? Let me give you a view. Oh my goodness, the sky, look at the stars, baby. Like how many, what's the percentage of like, what percentage of people don't make it? I guess I could say survive Everest. I reckon 50%. I'm just, no, wait, let me think more. That would be crazy numbers. 37. Oh, 1%. What? Why do they always make such a thing of... Why do they always make such a thing of, like, Everest being where everyone goes and doesn't make it? 1%? I mean, I don't like those odds. I wouldn't do it, but that's so much lower. Often cited as 1%, the rate's fallen below 1% in recent years for those climbing above base camp. Oh. Right. Between 2006 and 2019, 0.5% of women and 1.1% of men died while attempting the summit. Think of that what you will. Is that taking more risks, being more careful, being more prepared? Who knows? Interesting. Okay. Onward we go. Looks like it's a pretty intense little part here. 1%? Dude, I'm shocked. The fact that I said 50 and then I was like thinking 60 and then I was like, no, that seems too high, go 37. It was 1%? Still, why would you? I mean, why do anything? I mean, I suppose there's a 1% risk on most things, but I guess there's maybe dangerous... I don't understand why people do dangerous things, is what I'm saying. Regardless of whether Everest is one or not. But, I am cautious, you know. A little bit of a nervous Nelly, a little bit of an overthinker, a little bit of a catastrophizer. That's just the way I'm built and was made and forged in the fires. Unfortunately for my sins, but I mean, I've made it this far, so, you know, a good innings. It's kept me well. Ah, yes, I see you know your judo well. One new message, not really the time. Not really the time.
I'm sure you miss me terribly.
Jesus.
I know that you are the one doing all the work. I'm quite aware of that. But we're a team, and I do my part too. So don't forget about me, okay? Give me some news. Anything. I'm really not asking for much.
Is Chris our friend, or is he just like our corporate slop overlord that is harassing us? Bum, bum, bum. If you could be like sponsored for something in your life to do something, what would you love to be sponsored for? What would be your dream, like, I get, like, almost in a way of not thinking money, thinking like that you would like to be collaborating with those people, or that they would support something. As like skateboarders are coming to mind. It would be like, oh yeah, we're like going to get you all those new boards and stuff, or like as an artist or something. I don't know. Backpack content's not accessible while climbing. Ah, so I'm really hungry and thirsty, so I actually have to piton here to eat and drink. I think the way that we did that climb before, we used quite a lot of like food energy. And our water is now empty, so we need to hopefully find somewhere to do that. We ate the chocolate. Oh, compote, applesauce. Oh, compote's like baby food, isn't it? Applesauce, fruits and sugar to refuel, a good find. Okay, now we're not starving, but let's go up a little bit higher. I think eat the plants and just suck the damage up. For now. Eat the dandelion. Compost this. Barometer. Could have the berry milk that would take us up and give us a burst. I'm assuming, hoping, we will come to a point of renewing what was in our pack soon. So we've done quite a bit of climbing and had to eat quite a bit of food. Have the wraps on my feet been becoming more busted as we've climbed? Didn't really look before, but they look pretty messy right now. Do they really do this in barefoot? I feel like you would have sort of weird little climbing shoes. This would be nuts in barefoot. Also, you'd be so cold, girl. Get that peppermint tea in your toes. We shaking. We need to get a good foothold here. How are you not chilling right now? This seems like a good spot. Am I wrong? Are we at an angle? Are we slipping and sliding or what? Okay. Yo. You're shaking like a leaf. I just don't know how you're not chill right now. Where are we going? I don't know where we're going, sir. We go straight up the pipe. We're also cold, which is great. Okay, calm, calm, calm. Calm, calm, calm. You're doing fine. Don't panic yourself when you do a climb. Just put your hands up to the next rock and put your feet on the little outcrop. Okay. Good job. You survived. Take a little lean. Okay. I can see it's telling me about cold, but I almost like don't want to drink that other herbal tea until it's almost like, yeah, you are freezing and in trouble right now. Just in case it gets colder, 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 right? Is it snowing? Yeah, it's pretty cold. Should have worn shoes. Alright. Okay. Good. Let's take a little peek. I think we go straight up for this crop up here. Bum bum bum. Wow, coming up on like 2 hours of playing so far, and it's flown by. Really enjoying this. Okay. Bub, 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 bub. Okay. Almost there. Dum dum dum. Alright. Gonna I think go to the right a bit and then kind of come left. That's the other thing, like with sponsors and stuff, is you're actually only kind of contracted. Like all you have to do is play 10 minutes. So, but I do more because I want to play it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make it for you. I think we're freezing. I think I need my tea. Hang on, let me. I think maybe that's a good place to pit on. Actually. Yeah, like my health's going down because I'm so cold. Alright. Backpack not... Okay, off belay. And then into backpack and have that tea, babe. Wait, that's not... Am I not... Temperature? It's not going up. What are we doing wrong? Bandage? Maybe? No, it's not the bandages. So I don't have anything that actually takes that up. Unless it's over time. I think it's just so cold. But I wonder if are we supposed to have stopped somewhere? Well, let me see if there was anything in those things that I skipped. To climb climbing tips. That one. Is there anything there about being cold? Temperature warm up from the inside. Don't forget to use chalk. That doesn't look like that logo. It looks like a snowflake though, so I'm assuming it's temperature. I can't actually do anything with the chalk, it's just there. Is there a button to like... Oh, hang on, you do it here. Oh! You do it there. I did all this without any extra grip so far. Oh, you can like see the chalk on my hands too. Do it from your hot keys. You sweetie, going the wrong way. You got distracted. Come on.
Great.
That sounded sarcastic. I'm doing my best. Up you go. Okay, so then put that foot there, because I want that one. Yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You guys see, this girl went viral for like, she's like, I got a theme song for Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, baby. Bum, 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 bum. And then people on TikTok started like putting music to it, as they used to back in the day. I miss those days of TikTok when everyone was stitching and duetting. And now it's like in an advert. Like, that's cool. I know it's like, boo, corporate, it's an advert or whatever, but also that's just fun for someone to have been like, oh, I sang a little song on TikTok and then it was on an actual advert of a drink that I like. That's fun. Okay, fill the cup and drink and fill the bottle. Nice. Replenished. I remember back just being a small streamer, ages and ages, forever ago, when I was only streaming, and I like tweeted at Vita Coco and I was like, I keep talking about your drink whilst I'm streaming, like jokingly, like, sponsor me. And they sent me like 4 boxes and it was like, I was so happy. I was obsessed with coconut water at the time. I go through beverage phases, and for a long time it was coconut water, and I was like, man, coconut water's great, guys, I'm drinking so much coconut water. And obviously you're streaming like 12 hours, you're like, oh, I'm drinking my coconut water right now, let me get a coconut water. So we jokingly were like, hey, I'm talking about you so much, like, sponsor me. And they sent 4 boxes, like, arrived on a pallet at the time. I was like, that's so cool, oh my god, 'cause coconut water's expensive. What would you love to get sent? Goat milk. That's what I just picked up in the game, not necessarily what I would love to be sent. Pictures. People have taken. Cute. Can we sleep in the tent? It's a bit chilly. Okay, so like we drank that tea and the temperature went up, but that buff's over and we're still looking pretty red. I guess we just have to like wait for the sun to come up. Oh yeah, look, so there's a red point of interest there that I guess if you wanted to go over there and see what that is, how would you have done that? You would have had to, from that bit that we just climbed, go up there instead. And there's a telescope. I wonder, that would be insane to do a running jump, right? To go up here and running jump instead. But we'll see what's up here anyway. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Dr. Pepper, I mean, to be fair, it's a great jingle. It's like it's stuck in your head.
They'll go up the mountain, but they won't give up an ounce of comfort.
A damaged recipe book from the book Grand Cuisine for Grand Summits. Every mountaineer who attempts to climb Cami knows this recipe. Stew that sticks to your ribs. Perfect for gaining strength. Mix lentils with sweet tea. I actually quite like lentils, or at least I like lentil soup. But I feel like that's growing up with my mum being a vegetarian and later becoming a vegan. It's like there was a lot of lentils and stuff going on in my house growing up. This morning's observations are inconclusive. However, we found identifiable scratch marks in several places. Samo tells us it's a lynx, but the scat found here and there doesn't lie. We're in the presence of a bear. We're going to see a bear up the mountain. That's cool. It probably won't be cool when it happens. I'll probably be scared, but Vicky has found the latest articles documenting the presence of bears on the mountain. The area we're in wasn't indicated in previous sightings. We may be in the presence of a new individual, or a family even. When the Crystal Guild started hunting them to exploit the caves, many bears had to look for a new shelter. Perhaps this one comes from lower down. Another observation session thanks to the telescope. Vicky seems to have spotted something higher up. The bear, perhaps? She's not sure. Samo is overexcited. He had enough of watching the Pika and the bots. I understand him somewhat. Discovering such a majestic animal is kind of why we're all in this business, isn't it? We're going to leave the camp and go up to the upper landing to confirm or deny the animal's presence. We need to be careful. So this group are biologists, animal peoples, and they're up here looking for that. Look, they've got little cages and stuff, and that's why those pictures, they were looking at frogs and things. And then this, they said you could see a bear in the telescope, so what if we try? Would it be insane to running jump? Probably, right? But then how... I can't even see how we could climb from here. Oh my god! This is the wrong choice.
Away!
Sorry, darling. Let's find a better way. I mean, I thought you'd done it at first. I held my breath. I got a little excited. I thought the boldness had paid off. But you know, that was less damage than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was curtains then. I was thinking that was the end of the video for a second. But we're still in it. And because it's the promise of potentially seeing a bear through the telescope, I think I have to go and have a look. Okay. Little breather. Doesn't seem like too tough of a climb. Also, I think hopefully this game doesn't suffer from, because other games that do the whole limb control thing, they almost revel in that. It's going to be frustrating, it's going to be so challenging, like your quaps and stuff like that, or baby steps and these kinds of games. This is not at all frustrating in that way. Like, it feels like it's actually trying to be intuitive and work with you to get you to climb, rather than being like, oh, this is like getting over it and it's so hard and you're going to fall all the time. Which I like. I like both though. I do like challenges as well, but the vibe of this is certainly suiting this. Oh, I have to manually do it? Okay, so...
Looks like capsule on our couch.
Ah, so that's the scratch marks. Tell me about it. My sofa is an absolute wreck thanks to my cats. And then some more scratches here. Scratches there. But no sign of the bear. Scratches here, scratches there, but no sign of the bear. Shame. I suppose perhaps seeing the scratches if you came up here first before you see the diary entry would be more, whoa, why is there scratches on it? Like, whoa, what's that? Crazy. They didn't clean up after themselves. Oh, protein bar. Dude, how brave you gotta be to sunbathe up here. Ah, I was trying to turn my light off. And I used more chalk. I didn't mean to. How do I turn my light off? Will it just tell me automatically? Alright, let's go back to where we was. Quick way down. Dun 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 dun. Oh wow, that I thought for some reason I thought that would be timed, but I suppose it's like coming from a stream or a river or something. To where you can just come down here and drink this and fill your cup up whenever you want. Fill your boots. Wait, I see a bear box there that we didn't see in the nighttime. Let's go up and get food. Gotta work out how to turn this light off. It definitely should be off now. It's daytime. Let me get up to the next spot here. Climbing in the rain. Grip is weaker in wet weather. Climb cautiously or wait for better weather by resting or setting up your tent. I choose when to set up my tent? What? How do we do that? We take the chalk out of you. I put the chalk out of you. How do I... Display route, rotation, elevation, zoom. Oh wait, hold left. Ah, hold left, light. It's a whole other thing. And it's probably the sleep thing. Right, what's that, hands? Looking at hands and what What? Looking at what condition my hands are in. They have been getting busted up as we climb. And then you wrap them when they're not in good condition. Oh, that's cool, dude. I have to rotate. And she takes care of her little fingers. Like, I've got a little mark there if I want to wrap that. That's so cool. That's really immersive. Like, that looks a little busted. Great. And you also have then the barometer. That's time and weather. We're moving towards sun. Does that mean it's going to stop raining? But given the snowflake thing, I guess we could try sleeping. Okay, so getting hungry, but health's going up. Time passing. I thought you were going to set your tent up, because now we're still kind of in trouble. Okay. Protein bar. Pull yourself up. Drink some water. I'm wondering if the snowflake's to do with, like, sleeping in a tent now. But I guess we could try that next time we do a piton. Is piton even a French word? I don't know. Probably, right? Sounds pretty French. Let's get that bear food. Oh look, there's a little bear on the flag even. It's all for me. Noodles. Pack's full, okay. Compost stuff. And eat. Okay. So we could go straight up the middle there. Looks doable. I saved like the actual... Oh yeah, actually got to stop at the things. What was I thinking? Suddenly had a thought. Let me just get another drink in real life actually, because I've been locked into this game for a minute. Alright, I'm back. I made a nice tea with a spot of honey in it. Like a good bear, because bloody cold at the moment. I heard like there's a winter storm or something happening at the moment. I have no idea where, but I hope everyone's staying nice and warm wherever you are in the world. There we go. Left a little bit more to recenter ourselves. It's Sunday for me is when I'm recording this, and I was just thinking, what a nice Sunday game with a cup of tea and doing a little bit of climbing. And I was also thinking whilst making my tea, I think why I'm enjoying it so much and feeling really like extra immersed is because it also is like playing it on the controller. And then I was just kind of musing to myself about how I always thought I preferred mouse and keyboard. But then really thinking about it, do I only prefer it for like FPS games and stuff with like that kind of precision? Because actually, especially these modern controllers with all of the feedback and the back buttons and how you can have extra precision on it, I do kind of enjoy controllers. Like I wouldn't want to play like Ghost of Yote with mouse and keyboard or Death Stranding, you know? And I guess when I think about it, I play games like that more than I play stuff that in the past it would seem insane to not use a mouse and keyboard. Usually because I was playing MMOs and RPGs actually more than anything, but also FPSs as well. It's where the idea of not having the aim of a mouse would be bananas. Okay. We're gonna go up sort of the middle of this crevice, right up and to the left of where we are, and then up that way. Okay, looks like we might need to put our light on. We're losing health. So let me come up to here. And let's see about putting the piton. And then see about setting up camp. What was it saying about set up camp then? I can't do that. Tent. I wish to tent. How do I tent? I'm not trusting that temperature thing. Hang on. Am I missing something? Look in controls. Remap. Show controls. Okay. Action, bottle barometer, piton light, chalk, finger state. I mean, I love discovering the finger thing. Scope the wall, take a running start, speed walk. Recall climb bar, start climbing, interact. Maybe I'm just not at a tent place yet. I don't know. I always mute my mic when I drink because I'm always paranoid that you'll hear me like do a loud gulp, and I'm someone who finds like a loud gulp annoying, and I don't want to annoy you, so I always mute my mic when I drink. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
You, okay, she like that. Okay, so we're coming up more to the left, I think. It's like when you're trying to direct someone to like get that specific itch on your back that you can't reach. More to the left, down a bit, there. Is that the most satisfying thing in the world? It is for a blur. Better than a treat. When you pick a paw, or a prickly pear. Did you guys know that Zootopia is now the biggest Western animation of all time in terms of box office? What was it, made something like 1.7 or something billion? Crazy. Zootopia 2, or Zootropolis, for those of us in Europe. Which is... I had no idea it was that popular. I was like, is it that popular, or is it just like people are, kids are starved of something to go to the cinema for, and people taking them? I don't know. Kind of crazy. I like Jason Bateman though. He's got a good voice. I haven't seen the second one yet, so I'll watch it at some point. I did like the first one. All right, almost there. And I see a water spring up there. No sign of any bears. I have no idea when I'm going to stop playing this. I don't suppose I'm doing a full playthrough, but I should stop at some point. Maybe when we work out the tent thing would be a nice place to sleep. I find, let me know in a comment how long you like the sleep videos to be. I find like the 150-ish area is doing quite well. People seem to like that. I think sometimes when I do the really long videos, they might scare people off. But I don't know. Let me know. I also like doing long ones because I just think people can come back later, you know? Like the Cosmic Wheel Sister House playthrough on here is like 12 hours long. And I think of it like being, hopefully, a bit like a sort of a book that you want to come back to time and time again. Béton. Immediately. Even though you're almost there. That was perhaps a bit of a waste, but panicked. I didn't realise how close we were. Okay. Because of the rain, I thought we might suddenly slip. And that's quite a fall, so, you know. Better safe. Oh! There you go. Better safe than sorry. Wouldn't have thought I would have fallen then, but I did. I saved myself. Okay. Let's get this water. Bum bum bum. What if I can't take out my tent because I like forgot to pack it up? Didn't she tell the robot to pack the tent up though? Not my fault. Okay. It's also quite interesting to think your route would be different. Someone else would play this game and they would climb an entirely different place and perhaps even see entirely different things. Okay. Be a little bit bold here now it's stopped raining to get up the first bit. It doesn't seem too fast, which makes me think there's almost like some good leverage here in the middle. I feel like we're doing really well. I think we've done a good climb. No deaths, no big falls, other than my own stupid one. Getting our feet in the right place. We've had some good chats. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of our little character, and I'm proud of our little climb bot. You done good, kid. You're almost there. To your first summit, I think, or whatever this peak is. It's gotta be something, right? I hope it's the bear. I also want to, like, find out what happened to those people that left those notes. The biologists that said they were going up for the bear, I feel like, we might find that they... Oh my god, Piton. Oh no! 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 Oh, why? Dude, you were so close to the... Wait. You fell so far, babe. Where's the last save point? Oh, please, don't. I was so close. I was really looking forward to finding out what was up there. Where's this? Oh, no. Oh, dear. And not pitoning enough. And that's what happens. Gotta piton, guys. Stop yourself from the fall. Damn. Ah. Okay, I made it back up. I've adopted a slightly more aggressive climbing style to get myself back up from my fall. And you can see I'm covered in claret. And I just think being more aggressive and having a couple of falls seems to have left me in a bit of a damaged state from my hands and my feet, but I made it up. I was going to end with the fall, but I thought we must persevere, and it seemed like a much more fitting end to actually climb back up from where we were and finish it, because I carried on playing anyway. And then I thought, oh, I'm nearly back to where I was. Let me actually get back up. We're almost there. Never give up, you know. I've also realized that you can be... I mean, I fell a good couple of times with my new climbing. But you definitely can be a little more aggressive with it. But yeah, you will fall. I had 2 nasty falls trying to climb quickly. So I do like that we took it slow. It's also a lot easier when you're not rambling away. Great soundtrack. Rewarded with Waterfall, love a waterfall. Ever since I've been to Iceland, been obsessed with them. All the way back in something like 2015, before it got really popular, everyone started going there. I'm a hipster for Iceland waterfalls, baby. Oh, are we bathing? Oh, I bet that's soothing. Hopefully it's not too cold. Nice. Ah, I'm glad I carried on and climbed back up.
Oh, right now? Are you serious? You couldn't wait? Go on, go ahead. Play your damn message.
Hi, Ella.
That's
why I'm
sad.
warning you this.
Yeah, why are you?
I need to focus. And I'm barging in with my same old, same old. Anyways, everything's fine. Otherwise, I just wanted to keep you up to date with life on the ground. Love you. Bye.
Happy now, robot? You've ruined everything.
Yeah. That's my day, my week, my month ruined if someone leaves me that
Let's
message.
just get back on track.
Poor baby. The cat. Dude, it's very interesting, isn't it? The messages that we're receiving from people that are almost like distracting us and bringing life into, like, our climb and distracting it with that guy with his sponsors and the work and the photos and then the cat thing. It's something happening here. Look at this. Oh my god, we're above the clouds, guys. Crazy. And still so much to go. Thank you for watching. That's where we put the piton in on this one. And if you want to continue it for yourself, you can of course find the links to this game in the description. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. I really enjoyed this. I think you could tell if you've just watched this video how much I got into it, and I recommend it if you want to check it out for yourself. Genuinely, it controls very, very well. It plays very well on the controller. I think that would be most people's worry with this. Watching it, they would think, oh, is it like hard to control? But it's really not. And I enjoyed it. For more of me, check out MadMorph.com or the Down to Sleep podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts, where I read books to you, as well as these episodes from the Fall Asleep series are available as audio podcasts, so you can sleep with them or walk with them in your ears or have them in your ears at work or whatever you choose. You know, it's totally up to you. It's your life, so live it how you want. Until next time, thank you and good night.